Well, within Italy, Pompeii is not a grand city. It's not a great city like Madrid or London. It's not an intelligent city like Oxford or Cambridge. I think I would say it was somewhere small, like Ronda, or maybe like in England, somewhere in the south near Brighton. It is not a grand city, and it is not a city famous for thinkers or for artists. Perhaps somewhere in East England, in Spain, I don't know, a small town, 20,000 people. But it would not be one of the cultural capitals of the world nowadays, which is why it's so fascinating, because we have preserved something that is not exceptional. It is not Athens. No. I think cinema is one of the most important allies that historians have. Of course, there are conceited directors who invent their own stories. I hate them. But Oliver Stone is an intelligent man, and he too reads history. And he used the story of Alexander as the beginning point for a film presentation for 3 hours of a very long life. But the result, millions of people have seen Alexander. They know who he is. They know more or less what he did. It has made them think. Now, I am delighted. In America, many universities show the film to people who come to university starting history. So I think that the future for film and history is so great. We still are at the beginning. Historians now, famous English historians, Simon Sharma and others, write of the importance of pictures and history. Well, pictures are evidence, but they tell lies. I think film is more important. Often those who know it repeat it too. I think I would say those who know no history are doomed to repeat it without knowing. But I think something very important. In England and Europe, with all the austerity, people are now cutting all subjects except for what they think are business and science. Imagine we will live in a world with people inventing chemicals and weapons and rockets, and with armies. They will have no idea of the history of the world. I would say very firmly that if the American government had known the history of Iraq, if people had known the history of Afghanistan, not just from 10 minutes talk, but they had been there and they had listened, we would not be in the terrible mistakes we have made in the Middle East. Historians are crucial figures for public affairs. They are just as important as physicists or doctors, but people do not listen.